An older man just wanted to buy a bouquet of flowers for his new girlfriend for Valentine's Day. However, just as he was about to leave the shop, a deafening explosion echoed through the air. The florist, terrified, abandoned the shop without even taking payment. The man, now anxious, stepped out of the flower shop to find the street in utter chaos. People were frantically attacking each other, and a bewildered Max stood frozen in shock. What on earth was happening? At that moment, an NPC rushed over and told him that a zombie virus had broken out in the city and that he should run for his life. Max's first thought was of his girlfriend. As he was about to head home, he saw a woman lying on the ground. Being the considerate person he was, Max covered her with his jacket, only for her to turn into a zombie the next second. Terrified, Max bolted, sprinting all the way back to his house. He called out for his girlfriend, but there was no response. Finally, in the bathroom, he discovered his girlfriend had already turned into a zombie. Max couldn't believe his eyes. After gathering his courage, he opened the bathroom door again. As soon as the door was ajar, his girlfriend lunged at him, confirming his worst fears that she had indeed turned into a zombie. Fortunately, she only managed to tear his sleeve. With no other choice, Max had to leave his mutated girlfriend behind and set off on a lone quest for survival. The TV station was broadcasting news about the zombie virus outbreak. According to the reports, the virus originated from chickens, where it caused nothing more than a common flu. However, once it spread to humans, it mutated into something far more dangerous. The TV station even brought in a seasoned zombie expert to demonstrate what zombies looked like. The horrifying demonstration scared the hosts so much that they immediately stopped the segment. The expert gravely warned the city's residents to stay indoors, emphasizing that there was currently no way to stop the zombies. At this point, Max had driven to a remote rural area. He stopped the car, intending to rest for a moment, but suddenly, the vehicle started shaking. He quickly got up to investigate but didn't see anything initially. It wasn't until he pulled aside a covering that he discovered the source, a zombie. To his horror, the zombie was his girlfriend. Max was utterly bewildered. Did she somehow put a tracker on him? He suddenly remembered something she had once said, "No matter what happens, I will never leave you." It seemed that even in her zombified state, her love-struck mind had not changed. But regardless, she was already a zombie. Max had no choice but to keep driving. Before long, he arrived at a gas station. He spotted a zombie standing there, seemingly dazed. Curious, he decided to approach it, only to have the zombie spit a nasty glob of phlegm right in his face. The unexpected attack caught Max off guard, and in his anger, he shoved the zombie into a nearby water trough, holding it down until it completely stopped struggling. After that, Max walked away coolly. Passing by a factory, Max decided to go inside and gather some supplies. However, as soon as he entered, he was ambushed by his zombie girlfriend hiding inside. Max instinctively grabbed her and slammed her to the ground, relentlessly pummeling her. But his punches were ineffective. The zombie seemed unfazed. Instead, she spat blood all over his face. Before Max could react, the zombie launched another attack, this time biting his wrist. In pain, Max kicked her away and quickly grabbed a scythe. Seeing the weapon in Max's hand, the zombie hesitated and then turned away, leaving the factory. Max's wrist was nearly severed, but he was fortunate enough to encounter a surviving veterinarian in the factory. She not only reattached his arm but also administered an antivirus serum. Through their conversation, Max learned that the virus didn't mutate from the flu as initially thought. It was actually created in their laboratory. It was intended for genetic modification in animals, but it caused mutations when humans were exposed. Moreover, the infected would first attack those closest to them, explaining why his girlfriend kept following him. It wasn't due to any lingering feelings of love. In her relentless effort to reverse the virus, the veterinarian worked tirelessly to develop a serum. Hearing this, Max's hope surged. His girlfriend might be saved. Without hesitation, he took the serum and left. He retrieved a rope from his car, ready to capture and treat his girlfriend. After a night of searching, he finally found her on a hilltop. He tied her up and administered the serum, but at first, there was no effect, likely due to the prolonged mutation. It wasn't until evening that his girlfriend began to calm down. Suddenly, Max heard a noise. Grabbing a hammer, he stepped out of the car to investigate. Unexpectedly, a zombie appeared behind him and attacked. Max managed to react just in time, pinning the zombie down and pummeling it furiously. However, his efforts seemed futile as the damage was insufficient. Max glanced at the hammer in his hand, Realizing he needed to use the other end, with a single swift motion, he dispatched the zombie effortlessly. Just then, he heard his girlfriend's voice from the car, a clear sign that the serum was working. In the end, the couple resumed their carefree life, and thanks to the serum, other zombies began to revert to their human forms as well.